And this will be good for me for practicing as well. So let's get this on the road. As much fun as this sounds, Scrivo, will probably pass. What's up, psychology? So I'm not going to go into like little things, because if you're learning RBO, you probably already know the little things, like pumping and general movement. At least I'd hope so. And there's my No Major Glitches tutorial for that if you don't. So it's not super important. So you come in here. Here, I'm gonna kill this guy just so that I don't have to worry about him. All right, I will keep this on. Copy paste. Okay. So first things first. There's a couple things you can do. One, you can do this part of the escape normally. You know, it's not that slow. It's definitely slow, but not that slow. World record for RBO is 1:21:58 by me. The run can definitely go sub 120. But yeah, okay. So optimal way is stair clipping. And basically, there's a pixel that you want to be lined up with on this railing. This is a good pixel right here. I like to use a sword lineup. It stays pretty even for the most part all the way down, but like when the sword, I look at the tip of the sword. I don't know if you'll be able to see my mouse if I do this. Let me pull up OBS. Yeah, you can. Okay. So the sword, the edge of that sword right there is basically touching the this black outline of the railing right there. That's the visual cue I look for. As you get farther down, it does slant very slightly to the right. So as you get a little farther down, it'll appear to be like 1 pixel off. But for the most part, you can tell if you're on the right pixel or not. So from here, you have to move 1 frame diagonally upright. And there's a couple ways you can do that. You can either sword buffer it, like that, which is just slamming your thumb on the D-pad, so you hit up and right at the same time, and then slashing B 1 frame later. Or you can always just select buffer it. And you have to do this a total of 7 times to get all the way into the stairs. If you mess it up, like let's say I'm clipping in here, and I accidentally slash to the right. If you just hit up, you're gonna pop out. But if you go up left 1 frame, then you won't actually pop out. Oh, I didn't do it 1 frame. Hold on. Man, My thumb is not cooperating with me today. Alright, so there you go. Up left, 1 frame. Sword buffer. I won't actually pop out, I just have to realign myself. And once you're 7 in, you're in the wall. It still thinks you're on the top layer, so that's why I can still walk freely pretty much anywhere here. And you just jump through the wall, and you come down here. You're gonna jump out of the wall in this room to kill this green guard. You don't have to kill the green guard, but I mean, it's best to do it now, rather than, you know, do it when you come back through the door, or when you're coming back from getting Zelda. What else? Okay, so if you don't want to sword clip, because you know it's pretty hard, it can save. It saves at most about 20 seconds over doing escape normally. If you don't want to do that, you can come up here. And jump off the ledge and save and quit. And that'll put you back in the Uncle Cave. And you have to make sure to not get hit at all until you get back into Hyrule Castle. If you get hit, it'll deactivate the EG glitch. That didn't actually work, okay. But then getting hit by him will put you on the bottom layer. And you'll just be able to walk back to this room like we did earlier. Alright, it's best to do this strat for this room because you have to move down. You have to re-correct the screen, or else you won't actually be able to pass through this locked door. If you do, you'll transition upwards and just be stuck right here. You won't be able to move in or out or back or forth at all. So you have to make sure the screen's corrected, and the reason we do the sword clanging strat is because we have to go lower for that anyways. So it kind of, you know, already recorrects the screen for us a bit. Okay. Oh. Alright. I only love Hitler has followed. Nice, dude. Oh, man. Okay. What's up, Ziggles? Do I hold a controller some way? No, I just hold it like a normal, like I would normally hold a controller. Okay, so when this key spawns right here, there's a time period where the key is like, you know, going up in the air and coming back down, where you can't actually grab it yet. So I use that time to, you know, go up and down just to recorrect the screen since I have dead time there anyways. There's no sense in not doing that in terms of efficiency. Come down here. Normal ball and chain guard strat. You can do whatever you want to do to kill him, whatever you're comfortable with. What's up, Pi? What's the deal with me and the pugs? I don't know, dude. No one will ever know. Oh man. Alright, so we come down here like normal. And then we're gonna go up these stairs and jump off the ledge and save and quit. That's gonna put us here. I'm gonna sword slash to kind of buffer my movement a bit. That way he gets close enough to the gate that it still hits us before it fully extends. But getting hit by the ball and chain guard will put us into EG again. That way we can just walk to the end of the escape without having to do all the other random stuff that you have to do. So we just walk straight up from that screen transition to the right. We get in here and we're gonna start pumping to the right. And I like my light to be right in the middle of that torch when I transition upwards. That puts us in the middle of this room. You don't want to move diagonally in this room, it'll lag a lot because of all the jellies. I'm gonna pump a bit and then hold upright, pump a little bit. And hold up, and now we're in the sanctuary. We're just gonna jump back inbound, sort of, and trigger the cutscene. Yo, thanks, Pi. Yeah, follower is gonna be. We'll see how it goes. All right, so you have to save and quit since you're still underground. And you go back to the sanctuary, get the sanctuary heart. You can skip it if you want, but it's very dangerous. The early game in this run is incredibly dangerous. Yeah, dude, it's going pretty well. Tyler. What's up, Lily? How are you doing? Alright, so we're gonna come up here. I'm gonna boomerang him and pull this tree to reset damage values. You're gonna kill 4 enemies after pulling the tree, and then pull it again for reds. We're gonna do this one more time. I'm gonna kill this bird. And it's faster to kill the bird twice the second time around. For the 4th enemy, than going all the way down there and killing the jelly, or the electric dildo thing. Okay, so here, I tried to transition down here, right around this little grass patch. That lines me up pretty close to where I want to be lined up with on the next screen. Yeah, dude. Maybe we should change the follow gun to a star. Okay, I'm doing alright. What's up, Party Capone? Okay, so anyways. I like to be standing right about here when I transition for this clip that we're about to do. Alright, so here, normally this DMA, Death Mountain Ascent, is pretty easy, but we normally have boots for it, which we don't. So we have to buffer the clip somehow. So I like to kind of edge myself down this ledge a bit. When my shadow is 1 pixel below this little grass thing right here, I know I'm on the... This is like the same position I'd be in if I'd already done 1 buffer up and to the right. So it's like I'm on the 2nd pixel already. So I can down buffer here to be on the 3rd, and so on. So that gives me, you know, less buffers to do. Oops. And if I don't line it up correctly, because right there I'm 2 pixels, I can just go up, and it's no big deal. Man, I can't clip today. All right. Yeah, Pug GIF is pretty good. I could still use it, but we'll see. Okay, so basically, what I'm doing here, so you have to alternate upright and downright for 1 frame. For 8 pixels to get to where we want to be. So if I'm starting here, it's 7 instead of 8 because I'm already on the 2nd pixel. But if you're not, then it's 8. And you can either sword buffer it or select buffer it. The way I select buffer things is thumb on the D-pad, and then I have my right index finger on select, and then my ring finger on B. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so once you're on the 8th pixel, you want to move up and to the right, like between 2 and 5 pixels. What's up, Joe? So either sword buffer it, and then you just buffer the down right input, or you can select buffer that as well. Well, that was too much. So if you do it too much, you won't actually go anywhere. There you go. So yeah, there's a pretty big pixel range for this. Alright, so so for select buffering, to avoid accidentally saving and quitting. So like you can see right now, I'm holding down and right, and it's not moving. But if I hit it now, it'll still go. So basically, like right when the select window pops up, you want to hold the direction that you're buffering in, like right off the bat. That way, that doesn't accidentally happen. Oops. Everything is on console. That I only practice on console. Emulator practice is definitely good. It definitely has its benefits. But for a game like this, I mean, just, you know, I have a game saver and just going through the game and, you know, practicing things that need practicing is good enough for me. Oh, I messed that up. Alright, so then once you hold down right there, down right is what starts the teleport. And that'll put us down here. We just hold up left or up right and just transition right around the middle of that wall. move upright a couple pixels, buffer the down right, and just transition. And now here we're just scrolling the screen to put the cave on screen, and so we can transition. Okay, so where we're at here, this is actually on like the lower section of the mountain. So we need to wrap the screen so that the old man cave exit is on screen. So we just go up and down a bunch, and the old man cave is right here. I use this as like a lineup. That part where there's two blocks, you can just go right in on the right side. So I'm gonna redo that just so I don't have no health. Oh, well, it might not matter anyways. Okay, so you want to make sure the cave is fully on the screen before you transition into it. I'll see if I can pull this off. Wow. That was really close. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so if the cave's not all the way on the screen, this is what happens. The game doesn't really have a point to where it's supposed to, you know, target the fade out or the fade in. So it takes a longer time to actually complete the transition than it does normally. Alright, so now we just do Old Man like normal, and then we'll be heading up to do Kiki skip. So we don't have boots, so we can't do any super speed things like that. So we just gotta walk. Makes Death Mountain very dangerous. Don't want to lose too much health. Or die, obviously. Alright, so Kiki skip. It's a little different than the DMA clip that we did. Let me kill these mold worms. Alright. So for this clip, we have to get 9 pixels into this wall before we go upright and then teleport with down right. But this clip is just upright for 1 frame and then down to the wall. Okay, and that puts us in Palace of Darkness. So for this clip, sword buffer, boomerang buffer, select buffer, those are your 3 options pretty much. So it's a little faster to boomerang buffer because the animation is a couple frames shorter than the slash animation. What else? Okay, so you have to get 9 pixels in, but once you get to the 7th pixel, you get a free 1 pixel movement to the right. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so here's the 7th pixel. So now, if I just hold down right, I'm gonna move 1 pixel to the right. There you go. So now I'm on the 8th pixel. So we get that 1 free pixel of movement. And then 9th pixel, and then the same thing as before. We move upright for the range of pixels, and then down right to teleport. Get this heart if you only have one, because we have to do a bomb jump, so you need at least 2 hearts to survive it. And if you're not comfortable with just having 2 hearts, you want, you know, multiple chances, there's a heart in this pot. But you do always want to grab this bomb. Bombs are very important in this category. Alright, so here, there's 2 different things you can do. If you have enough health, you can do a bomb jump over here, which I'm not going to spend too much time on because I don't do it in RTA. So... So you can do that. You'd have to have 3 hearts max minimum to do it. That way you'd come into here with 2 hearts. But it also makes bomb management a lot tighter. But the way it works is you want to drop the bomb right about here. And then walking on the edge of a pit actually makes your movement speed while holding an object faster. So you can see I have reduced speed like that, but if I walk on the edge, I actually walk normal speed. And so all you do, you drop the bomb and pick it up pretty immediately, and then just throw it down when you get up here. There's not really any downtime, so it's all like one fluid movement. But I don't do it because it's not worth resetting over if you mess it up. If you only have 3 hearts and that happens, you can come down here and get the heart from down here. You can even get the bomb too if you want. It's gonna mess up with the bomb routing though, so I'll place that there. Or you can just come over here like normal. And since we're in a cave, the game doesn't have any key values, so it actually allows us to open doors and chests without having the big key or small keys. So here we get both bombs. There's no enemies here because the dungeon isn't loaded correctly. And we do the bomb jump. So lining it up with the fighter sword is a little different than the master sword. The fighter sword is, you know, like those 2 little tiny pixels instead of, you know, a slant. So it's a little smaller. So what I like to use as where's Amarak? Here it is. What I like to use as a visual cue is the bottom of the sword is basically lined up with the top of this tile. Or like the tile print. So we'll save here. And then for the bomb, that visual cue is a little different as well. So right here, that's 1 pixel too high. So you want the sword to be basically right through the middle of that top little circle in the bomb. And so you get that 1 pixel of like bomb shadow underneath your sword. And that's it. It's pretty easy. Okay. Save and quit. Go to Link's house. Now we're gonna get the flippers. Alright, so we're gonna bomb this cave. Why am I so mean to you? What do you mean? Okay. So... so in this room... if this one goes all the way up here... you can actually cross this pit with some well-timed up inputs while you're crossing it. I don't really understand it fully, but you can try it if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so now you get all 4 of these chests and talk to the bandit for 300 rupees. So, if you come in here with 180 rupees, you can actually skip one of the red chests, the red rupee chests, but you still want to get one of them and then the bomb and the arrows, and then you leave. Okay. So now we're gonna do fake flippers. We can't quick ledge hop. That's a here. I do 4 up left. Wow. Okay, let's do that again. Having consistent movement in the water is pretty important so that you can keep momentum going through whirlpools and stuff like that. Or have the correct momentum going through whirlpools, I guess. Okay. Wow, that was really high. Hold on. Okay, so I do 4 up left, 4 straight left, and then 1 up left again. And that puts me at a pretty good spot. Alright, so that was pretty good movement. Yeah, Scrivo. So you can swim all the way there if you want to. It is pretty dangerous. If you get hit, you will soft walk. Ooh. So if you don't want to swim all the way there, you can just jump out of the water wherever you feel comfortable. And just walk all the way there. It's completely fine. It is slower. It loses like 10 to 15 seconds or something like that over swimming. If you do walk, you want to walk in the grass as much as possible without going too far out of your way. Oops. So yeah, if you're gonna swim the whole way, just pay attention to the swimming inputs I did and how many I did. It's pretty consistent. Alright, so once you get flippers, you save and quit, and we're going back to the mountain. Oops. Oh, no. Okay. Alright, so now we're going back up Death Mountain. And we're gonna jump down right here and come in this cave. So here we're doing another clip. So you can either do a right side clip, which is 9 pixels, just like it always is. Anytime there's a flat wall here, and then an incline to the right, it's always 9 pixels in. I think I went too many in there, but yeah, you get the gist of it. So the left clips are a little bit different. We're gonna go 3 pixels in, and then 3 pixels up into the left. And then we're gonna we're gonna slash buffer 3 movements to the left. And so that's basically going 6 pixels into the wall. If you select buffer it instead of sword buffer it, you want to buffer 4 frame movements, or 4 frames of movement, because Link's movement animation alternates 2 pixels and 1 pixel. So it'll take 4 frames of movement total to get to the 6th pixel. Whereas if you're just slash buffering, it's only the 2 pixel movement, so it only takes 3. And then we'll go up left 1 more pixel, and then down left to teleport. For this one though, it's a little bit faster to teleport upwards, which is a little bit different. So we're gonna go 4 pixels in, and then 3 pixels up still. And then 4 pixels to the left. Oh, that didn't work. There we go, and that teleports us upwards into the wall up here. So whatever you're more comfortable with, you can do. It's completely fine. Walk up here, and that puts us in Thieves Town, and then we're gonna leave the dungeon and re-enter to load the dungeon correctly. Alright, so here we're gonna do another bomb clip. It's similar to the hammer jump. We're going to be clipping through this rail right here. So 1 pixel below this line in the wall right here is where I like to line up my sword. And I'll place the bomb, and then the sword lineup for on the bomb is 1 pixel below what it is for hammer jump. So right here is the hammer jump pixel, which is like right in the middle of the little divot where the fuse is. So that was wrong. That was 1 pixel too high. So So 1 pixel below that, and you're good. Allows you to jump through the wall twice to get the boss key. It's not necessary that you do it. You can always, you know, if you want to save the bomb, or if you're not comfortable with doing that on a regular basis, you can just walk around like normal. Whatever you feel more comfortable with. So I'm going to drop this bomb for bomb routing purposes. Okay. So, that pink, that bunny ring, if you get hit by it, sometimes the game will change you back and sometimes it won't. I don't really know what causes it to not change you back, but we don't have the moon pearl. So there, I changed back. Sometimes you don't change back and you have to kill yourself. Dying in a dungeon while you're the bunny will make you not a bunny anymore. So yeah, you just want to be wary of that. So when I get this key, I like to move all the way up to this north wall. I just hold diagonally up. That way, I can just walk without having to worry about it. You do have time to slash an enemy out of your way, and still not get hit by the bunny ring. Not necessarily Rocking Horse. It saves about 20 seconds, believe it or not. You want to be careful of that guy. So you probably have about 2 tries before you start losing time. What's up, Timon? And what's up, Juicy? Alright. So depending upon your health, you can get this pot. If you have 2 hearts or less, I recommend getting it. If you have 3, I'd recommend skipping it and getting it after. That way, you can leave the dungeon with more health. Going into Mire with as much health as possible, which is the next dungeon we'll be entering, is very helpful. Alright, so hallway's pretty dangerous. You just make do with what you get, pretty much. Alright, so these goblins normally do 2 hearts of damage and take 2 Master Sword slashes to kill. But since we clipped here from a Light World cave, the game thinks we're in the Light World. So they're actually rats. So they just take 1 slash to kill, they do a 1/4 heart of damage. So in there, you know, bomb the floor, get the bomb chests. It's a quick way to get a bunch of bombs that we definitely need. Alright, so this room. Yo, what's up, K-Mac? Tokapa. Alright, so this room, if you get stair lag and don't move that much to the right, and you like go straight down after the stair lag, you can actually skip that first spike like that. So there I got hit because I moved too far to the right. But you can skip that first spike and it lines you up pretty well to just walk all the way down. But if you're not comfortable or you recognize that you moved too far right, you can just wait it out. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Alright, so I like to get this bomb. Having extra bombs is always better. I'm gonna throw a bomb down there. If he moves too far up, you can slash him to make the skeleton go back downwards. Alright. Probably should have gotten that heart, but oh well. I like to wait for the jelly to drop because they can drop arrows, and getting an arrow drop is very good. So there we go. If you want to be safe, you can kill pretty much every enemy in that room, whether with a hammer or a pot, whatever you want to do. They all do 2 hearts of damage, so it's better to be safe than sorry when you're first starting out anyways. So you get the Titan's Mitts. You can come back up here. Alright, so we're gonna drop the maiden off in this room. Oops. And then Mire once the boss fight starts. That way, Blind is there when we come back later, and we don't have to go all the way back down to the basement. Alright, so we're gonna do this clip again. And jump over the wall. We're gonna come down here to the bottom left of the room, and then hold up left for a little while. What's up, Andy? Alright, sounds good, Scrivo. Alright, once you transition, we're gonna move a couple pixels back to the right to avoid running against this railing, or this wall. That puts us in Eastern Palace. Once we get up here, I like to hold up left just so that you don't have to move as cardinally left there. We can get the bow. And then unlock this door up here. Then we're gonna mirror out. What's up, Momo? After 5. Okay, so right now the game still thinks we're in the light world. We're gonna get these 300 rupees down here. Oh, that's not good. Alright, yeah, we're gonna... Shit, where did that put me? Okay, that put me here, that's fine. Oh shit. Okay, so you don't... Okay, well that worked out fine because I still landed it back in the wall. But you don't want to hold up left there too early, or else you'll jump back inbounds. Okay, back up. Let's say you mess it up and you only have 1 heart left. There's a heart in this pot right here, so you can try it again. Okay, so it's actually better to menu to the mirror earlier, or before you get the bow. It's 1 less menu movement. Yes, it is happening at HDQ. Okay. Trying to get these 300 rupees correctly this time. I want to slash this top left bush right here. Is a 50-50 bomb drop. So I slash it just in case, because it doesn't really hurt. It's an extra bomb. Nice, Timon. Okay, so we're gonna mirror here. You want to be lined up against this wall for the quick warp. You're gonna have to mirror twice since the game thinks we're in the light world. I'm gonna get this bottle. Make our way. Alright, so this clip, it's a little different. So we need to get 6 pixels in with up, left, and down. So Alright, and then move all the way down left so that we're stuck in the wall down here. And then where you want Link to be is in somewhere in this section of the wall right here. Oh god, I just made Imrek full screen. I just closed it. Oh my god. Okay, there, we're back. I think. Let's make sure. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Alright, so in this little section of the wall right here, you want Link to be in that. I don't exactly know the pixel range, but that's my visual cue for it. And then you hold down left to teleport, and then you're gonna jump up the wall. And that'll put us in Misery Mire. We're gonna jump back in bounds. Once again, since we're in a cave, the game will allow us to open doors and chests without keys. We're gonna get the cane of Samaria. Dude, nice. Alright, we're gonna come up here. We're gonna pick up this pot and hold it. It hinders our movement enough to where we'll get around that bubble without having to stop, since we can't see anything under that rail or the grating. We're gonna come down here, open these doors. You have to be mindful of that slug. He will kill you no matter what. And then we want to get this magic. If you forget that magic, you're not gonna have any to fight Ganon. Alright, so we get here and we do another leftward clip, 3 pixels in, 3 pixels up and to the left, 6 pixels to the left. Oops. And I have visual cues for all these clips since I don't buffer them at all. So right here you can see that there's the 1 pixel of the side right above Link's hat. That's how I know I've gone 3 pixels up and to the left. There we go. And grab one of the fairies. Hi, Sean. We're gonna hit this star switch, and then make sure to drop from the top of this. If you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. Get the moon pearl. And then we're gonna get this bomb right there. I'd like to kill that Moldorm. Another leftward clip. This visual cue, right here, Link's head is 1 pixel above, is 1 pixel above the top of these tiles. And that's my visual cue for that one. Alright. So most of the leftward clips are the same, except for the one where all the leftward clips where you want to teleport downward are the same. The only one that's different is the one in the cave going to Thieves Town because we teleport upwards optimally. Get the hook shot. Oops. Nice slow-mo. Okay, unlock the door, and then we're saving and quitting. That allows us to skip a key when we go to Swamp later. Save and quit to the house. We're gonna go down into this Dark World Warp. come up here. If you take any damage at all, those birds that drop bombs, those do 2 hearts of damage. And we need at least 2 hearts going into Thieves Town, or Skullwoods. So these 4 bushes right here, this square of bushes all have a chance to drop a heart or a fairy. So you can slash them if you want. I didn't get one that time. Okay. So we're gonna mirror. I like to mirror like kind of in between these 2 patches of grass right here. We want to mirror to the right of where the flute is. That way when we pick up the flute, we're in the Dark World warp, so that we skip that cutscene. So here I equip the hook shot, so we can hook shot some trees. Oh, that was a little early. There we go. Since we don't have dash boots, it makes movement a little faster. Didn't get any hearts that time either. Alright, so now you want to pick up the frog, take him back to the smith's house. Oops. No. Hooking's always faster. He said differently last Sunday? Oh, well. I heard it was faster when I started, and I like it, so whatever. I could imagine it being slower for that tree section that I do, but I can't imagine it being slower overall than the 2 extra menus. Because you get several very long hook shots. Long hook shots are not bad. You're dumb, Sean. If you're going just horizontally or vertically, long hook shots are so much faster than walking. Yes, we kill Ganon first in this run. Okay, so this is one of the first big glitches. So we get the... Normally, if we pick things up, we can't take them into doorways. It doesn't let us. I'm gonna kill this guy just because. Okay. So, with well-placed Samaria block, we can pick it up and take it into the door with us. You can see my screen flashed right there a little bit, and that basically loaded the upper room but didn't actually transition. So we can come down here, open this chest which normally has the compass in it, and get the boss key. And then we'd come down here and transition, and then it takes us to this room instead of the room it's supposed to. So basically, oh here, I'll open this chest to show you that it's actually the compass. There, it's a compass, and then when we transition right here, the normal room over here is this room. No. So, first pixel is lined up against the wall. I move in a bit so I can grab it, slash my sword again, grab it, move up, and you always want to hit, when you're in the door, you always want to hit down to pop yourself upwards. So I'm going to hit down to pop myself up. And once you're popped so that none of Link's sprite is visible, you want to throw the block upwards. You tap up a little bit to transition, or to load the loading zone that's above you, and then you just pick up the block. I mean, you don't have to slash your sword if you don't want to. I just use it because there's not really a reason not to. Oops. You don't need to stay facing right at all. I just do it out of habit. Back when there was only one Samaria clip in the run, we had to keep our sword out. Alright. So now we're here. Equip bombs. Optimally, you'll drop the bomb right when the screen's done transitioning and line yourself up. But you can also, you know, just do a bomb jump normally. We don't have boots, so you have to line yourself up 2 pixels. Oh, I forgot potions. Shit. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This is good. This is good. Okay, so we're gonna backtrack a little bit. Oh man, I'm really fucking good at tutorials. Okay, so right when we get the flute, you want a flute. And you get a blue potion and a red potion. And then you flute back to 3. Alright. And then you'd buy the bottle from this guy. Equip the hookshot here because it saves a little time and movement, and then we also use it in the beginning of Skullwoods to get the jellies away from us. Nice spawn. If you need a heart, there's also one in this bush, a 50-50 drop. And this, this stone that's right here is a 50-50 bomb drop as well. Alright, so we'll do this again quickly even though I've already done it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know, whatever. Alright, so you can either place the bomb early and then line yourself up, or you can... whatever you want to do. Okay, so here you can either fall in the pit and come over here, or you can hookshot across, whatever you feel like doing. So now we're going to equip this blue potion and YBA through this door. Where am I? There we go. That brings up the flute menu. YBA is using a potion, same frame as you screen transition. Depending upon what kind of doorways you do it in, different effects happen depending upon what potion you use. Yes, hole is faster. But obviously, if you only have one heart, you can't fall in the pit. So we're going to flute to 5 and just hold down right. Yo, Arch, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Pug Farm. Thank you for all your support. What did I do? Hello? What just happened? I'm really confused. Oh, I got fucking wall mastered. Nice. Okay, that's fine. I didn't even know wall masters went there. That's really funny. Okay, so hold down right, and then just hold right and screen transition a bunch. We do this to unlock 3 boss key doors so that we can skip getting the boss key later. So we're going to unlock this door in Palace of Darkness. We're going to unlock this one in Ganon's Tower and then go through the stairwell. Okay, so here's one thing that I noticed when I was first learning this. When we do this, it's actually faster to enter that loading zone at a not normal angle because it, for whatever reason, doesn't show Link Sprite, and it cuts off the animations at the end of the stairway. So like all the animation coming down the stairs after the transition don't actually happen. Alright, now we're there. We can go through this one from the top. And then when we move upright, you kind of want to be lined up with where this chest usually is. Transition this way, and then hold left after that transition to unlock this door. If you don't hold... Hello? There I am. Okay. Ganon's pretty hard. Oops. Vitreous is pretty scary. Cold Stare is pretty scary. I mean, a lot of the bosses you fight earlier are scary just because you have low health. Alright, so here, if we just keep walking right to unlock the door, it's not actually there. It messes with the game up. Since it wraps around, we have to correct the screen. So that would work, but that's slow. I did that once by accident and then was like, oh shit. So yeah, once you transition to the right here, you just walk left, bam, save and quit. Alright. Now that we're done with that, we're going to Link's house. We're gonna go fight Ganon. Oops. Alright, so we already have 3 hearts, so we don't have to take damage. Alright, so we're gonna YBA here. Okay, so that's gonna do a semi-screen scroll and put us in this pot right here. So to clip into this pot, we need some precise movements. I'm gonna kill this guard once he notices me, just to get him out of the way. Okay, so for this, we want to go my consistent way to do it. There's some different ways you can do it, but I found my way to be very simple and pretty consistent. Is down left 1 frame, and then up left 1 frame, and then you just hold your sword out and then move down left until you're lined up with the bottom of this pot. And then you just hold up left and walk right in. If you don't want to sword buffer it, you can just select buffer it. That's not good. There we go. Then hold your sword out. It's pretty simple. Did I not say the sword is lined up? What did I say? Okay, so if you mess up any of the movements or you go too far down, you will pop out. And then you're screwed. You have to reset your console. If you save and quit, you won't have the potion again. Yeah, line the sword up with the bottom of the pot. Alright, so it's Ganon time. You can get 2 slashes in before the trident spin. Oh, I killed myself. Don't walk into Ganon. Alright. So, getting a 1-on-1 cycle here is pretty difficult. If he goes in the far left or far right teleports on the bottom, you have to get a very, very early first slash in. And if he goes in the two middle spots, you can do a double spin and get 2 slashes in fairly easily. Okay, I should actually learn how to do that properly. So yeah, it takes a very, very early slash, as you can see from that, to get the 6 slashes in. Yeah, 1-on-1 cycle is very difficult. You don't get red mail in this route. Since we skipped the boss key, in this route, getting red mail before is not feasible at all. But, yes. It depends on what hits you. Yeah, it's still 12 hits per phase. Ganon fight's still the same, except we don't have boots. It's the only difference. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Please. That was really close, oh my god. Alright, and then 12 spins in the last phase, just like normal. Okay, so then we staying close to the ledge so we can walk off. Alright, and then we mirror. Alright, we're gonna come out of Hyrule Castle and flute so we can get the last 2 potions we need. Alright, so we're gonna get a green potion and a red potion. And then we're gonna save and quit. Oh shit! Okay, I saved the state. Yeah, when I upload this to YouTube and once I highlight it on Twitch, I'll have a bunch of useful links in the description. So you can check out normal strats if you have questions for those. Okay, so now we're going to Agahним's Tower. That's our next point. Yeah, I won't be talking about boss fights too much, other than some minor differences, since most of the boss fights are fairly normal. Alright, so here, this is similar to the cave clip, I guess. You want to go 6 pixels in and then go to the bottom left. You won't stay there if you hold down left like you will in the cave clip, though. Alright. So here. Okay, so when you hold up left, you kind of want your shadow to be above the darker brown right here. You want the bottom of Link's shadow to be above it. If you're select buffering it, you can kind of see when he moves up by itself right there and not actually up left, you know you're on the right set of pixels. And then you just hold down right and you'll jump off. So now, when you jump off, you're kind of halfway in between the stairs in Ganon's tower and the actual tower itself. So if you hold left, you'll pop to the right and be stuck, and if you hold right, you'll pop into the staircase to the left and just transition. Okay, so let's do that again. So six pixels in, and then down left to whatever. You can't pop out at this point. Oh, you can jump off. Holy shit, I didn't know that. Never done it that long, I guess. Okay, so you can buffer it if you want. And then you just jump off. Pretty easy. Okay, so since we skipped the boss, since we already unlocked the 2 boss key doors that we would normally go through in here, we don't need to go to the basement at all, so we're gonna head straight upstairs. We already have the bow equipped. Since we only have 3 hearts, you don't really want to take damage in here. items are pretty basic compared to no major glitches. We're gonna come in here, we're gonna bow the switch from the right. That opens it up at the perfect time so that we can just walk straight on through. And you want to slash it again to trap them. Saves a lot of waiting time since we don't have boots. Alright, so here. This room, we're gonna drop a bomb pretty early and throw it. God, I always throw it too early. And the bomb bounced off the wall. Okay. What's up, tools? Okay. Alright, so long as you lift the bomb up at all, on those blocks, you'll boost across successfully. That's obviously the optimal way to do this. You don't have to do it that quickly if you don't want to. You can, do it one bomb at a time. You can also drop the bomb early and then pick that up. If you just hold it above your head here, you can do that. And it's pretty simple. You do have to bomb boost across there, though. There's no way to get across since we don't have boots. So get that bomb down there. And, oops. So here we're going to do another YBA. With the green potion. So you don't want to just walk straight down, get the bomb, and then walk straight back up. With the way Link's movement animation works, it might throw off the pixels he actually moves on. So you do want to move left or right a bit, just so that you rub up against the wall. You don't have to, flat face it, but just offsetting yourself a little bit will have you rub against the wall before you transition north. But if you mess it up and you're just transitioning from north to south, you don't have to redo anything. You can just hold up from here. So basically, this door sucks you in automatically once you get past a certain point. And since we have to use the potion the same frame as the transition, we want to buffer the pixel so that we can tell where we are, so that we know when we unbuffer and hit potion, we're on the correct frame. So I use Link's shadow into the door. Okay, right here. If you can see it on my AMREC, you can see it. Okay, so Link's shadow. There's 2 pixels of Link's shadow below the top of the doorway. That's how you know you're on the correct pixel. So basically, how I hold this is I'm just gonna hit B and then Y 1 frame later. I usually use my middle finger on Y and my ring finger on B, but whatever's comfortable for you. As long as you kind of just, hit B and then Y in sort of like a rolling motion. Oh, okay. There you go. And it used the potion. Using the green potion through the doorway acts as a blue potion and then semi-screen wraps. So it fills up our magic, fills up our health if we don't already have full health, and then transitions us up here. So here, we automatically take 1 heart of damage. YBA is Japanese 1.0 only, yes. Okay, so here, there's a couple different ways to do this room. Oh yeah, indoor YBA works on all versions, but outdoor YBA is J1.0. Yeah. Okay. So, this room, you can just, oh shit, okay. This room, you can just kind of like walk north if you want to. That actually worked pretty well. But, Scooch just walks across the ice. And then, I don't even know. I've never done this strat before. I just know Scooge just walks across the ice and then hook shots. There you go. So you want to walk up the left side. You can hook shot the one out of the way, and then just make sure you're lined up with the door when you walk through the ice. If you don't, it's a little trouble to get through. Faster way is to correctly bumper boost. You don't have to use your hookshot on them if you don't want to, optimally. Ugh, I cannot. I can't bumper boost anymore. Whatever. That's fine. As long as you get through that room surviving, it's fine. Alright, see you, tools. Agahnim 2 fight is completely normal. If you do die at any point in Ganon's tower, Agahnim 1 will spawn up here, and that's completely fine. We don't consider that not reverse boss order because they're the same bosses scripted the same way. And the ending sequence once the boss is done is the same no matter which Agahnim you fight. So no matter what, whether you die, whichever Agahnim you fight, it is completely fine. The run is still legitimate. Wow. Alright, so after Agahnim 2, we save and quit. Go back to Death Mountain. Alright, now we're off to go to Totorock and fight Trinex. Okay. Alright, so this clip is a little different since we don't have boots. Normally with boots we'd come up here and you know, dash buffer into there. But we don't have boots, so we have to either sword buffer or select buffer. Running in between these bushes will line you up. Yeah, thanks, Rom Scout. Running through these bushes will line you up with the first pixel automatically. You can try to line up your left movement so that you go up the 1 pixel, so you don't have to buffer the 8, you only have to buffer 7. Whatever you want to do, that's completely fine. But you want to go as far in as you do for DMA at the beginning of the run. So right here I'm already on pixel number 2. So 3, 4, 5, 6, oops, nice. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, so after the 8th pixel, you want to face downwards. Okay. So from here, you're gonna buffer an upright movement. Okay, right here. So this is the pixel I want to be at. So you can see, right here, this, so there's all these little notches on the end of the wall. we're basically on the second one from the top, and there's those there's the 1 pixel of it below his foot. That's the lighter brown, excuse me. And that's where you want to, that's how far you want to go up. So from this point, we're going to go down right 1 more pixel. Okay, so sometimes the down right doesn't always work. For whatever reason, the down right makes you go down left. So if this happens, you just have to... I fucked up. Okay. I should have made a state there, but that's fine. Okay. Alright, there we go. So we're going to go down right for 1 frame. And so you see that'll cover up the entire little notch in the wall right there. So once we do that, it's the range of pixels going up right to set up the teleport. So go up right a little bit, then down right. So that's going to put us here. So what you want to do from here, you want to hit down. Down is the first input you should do, and that'll pop you above this line in the wall, which is very important. If we're below this line, we can't actually climb the wall. So from here, I'm basically doing a bunch of semicircles, starting with left. So left, and then I'm doing half circles. Okay, let me just do that until we jump off the ledge and we're good to go. Okay, so here, we want to be lined up on the top of this wall. Jumping off the ledge should... Oh, that's really weird. Oh, I've never jumped off that before. Okay, don't jump off. Alright. So jumping off the ledge should line you up with the top of it anyways. So we're going to come over here. If you accidentally transition, just move up a bit and you'll be good. So you want to mirror warp here. And basically what that is using the mirror the same frame as you transition. So you want to line up. I use my sword as a visual, or not my sword, my shield as a visual cue. Compared to the edge. Why am I so sexy? I don't know, Chris. Okay, so we're mirroring on the same frame that we transition. So once I see that I'm lined up on a good pixel, I just hit Y and left on the same frame. So I'm gonna walk up here to this. Oh, I can't walk up anymore. If I keep walking up, I'm gonna jump off of something and I'll get stuck. So once I walk up here, I just transition right, and that's gonna semi-screen scroll us a bit. That puts us here. So I'm just gonna hold up right until we get to this point in the screen right here, like where the screen divides itself, and walk up, and you'll go into a transition. And that takes us to this entrance in Turtle Rock. What's up, Jean-Claude? How are you doing? Alright, so here we're gonna do another Samaria block wrap. And this one works a little differently. We can't really... Oops, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so when we throw it here, it's not going to stay in the doorway. Or it is, but I don't know. We have to just throw it upwards in this doorway because of how it works. And so we basically, you know, same thing as before. Once we're off the screen, we throw the block upwards and then tap upwards to load the above room, change some memory addresses, and the boss key is in the big chest. You can actually get this boss key as many times as you want. It's pretty fun. Okay, so to get the game back into a normal state, we just mirror. So now here there's two different ways you can do this. You can be an idiot and go for the mirror jumping, which is which is 2 frame perfect mirrors and then a zip and then a 3 frame ledge jump. I probably won't try this too long, but I'd like to at least get it successful once. Yeah, I did, Jean-Claude. Alright, so basically the way this works is when Link jumps off a ledge, when you start holding down and this running animation starts, 20 frames from when you start holding down is when he jumps. So we buffer that 20th frame to this. This is the walking animation frame you want. And then from here, I'm just gonna do the same thing I did for the YBA in Ganon's Tower. I'm just gonna roll my fingers from B to Y. And I messed up there and I jumped off the ledge. So that's why this is a very dangerous route. You can lose a lot of time from failing it. Oh man. Man, I cannot do this today. Okay, there you go. So there you saw me move downwards 1 pixel, and then mirror. So I'm gonna stay in this point. If you move at all, you're gonna lose that pixel that you just got. So now I'm 1 extra pixel into the wall. I'm gonna do that 1 more time. Messed up. There you go. I got it a 2nd time. So once you get this twice, and mirror back into the dark world, you're gonna hold down left, and that'll zip you to the right, and you can jump off here and go to the end of the dungeon. You'll have to make sure you have a bomb. Either way, you'll need at least 1 bomb going into Turtle Rock for a bombable wall. So that's the optimal way to do it. It's very risky and basically a low reward for a high risk. You save. I don't know exactly how much time it saves, but it's not really worth it for how much time you lose if you fail it. So once you mirror, you come back here, equip the cane, get the mirror shields, and basically just finish the dungeon from here. We do need bombs for this room. So this room's done normally. This next room coming up is a little different. We don't have dash boots, so we can't just easily get through the mini Helmasaur. So what you want to do is line yourself up in between the eyes, of course, and then just use a block to get rid of him. You can slash him if you want to, but that's pretty dangerous considering the knockback that you take. I wouldn't risk it. I would just take the easy way and just do that. It does lag the game a little bit, but it's better than dying. It's down here. You just walk through the laser since you have the Mire shield. Easy peasy. I'm gonna get both of these bombs. Where, Sean? Oh. Possibly. That might be worth it. I don't have the fucking ice rod. Oh my god, I cannot do tutorials to save my fucking life. Why are tutorials impossible? Oh my god. I'm fucking dead. Oh my god, I should just kill myself IRL. Fuck. Alright, so... I can't believe I did that. So after Agahnim 2, you just want to Mire and then flute. I'm so stupid. Hold on. Okay. So you flute to 2. No you do not. You flute to 8. I was thinking potions because whatever. So you flute to 8. I've done this in a run before, unfortunately, Zelda chapter. Okay. So if you want to be safe with bombs, you can check this rock. It's a 50-50 chance. I just loaded a state, or no, I saved it. Okay, we're good. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so now we go to Death Mountain. Pretend like we haven't done any of Turtle Rock yet. That's a lie. I'm gonna do things a little bit differently so I don't have to do all that shit again. So, okay, let's say this does happen to you in a run. And, you know, obviously you don't have a quick way to get back to the end of the dungeon. If you don't notice until try next anyways. I'm gonna see if I can get a heart or a fairy. I cannot. Okay. So if this happens in a run, you just reclimb this wall. You're gonna come down here, and you're gonna do the mirror warp down here. And then you're gonna hit down and then left. Oh, I got stuck. Unbelievable. Where does this put me? Okay, whatever, that's fine. I'll make a state before I do that next time. Okay, so you gotta do it a little more quickly, I guess. That way you don't just get stuck in the wall. Oh my god. Oh, you can't be on the lowest pixel? I guess that's why. Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so you just line up towards the lower part of the wall, just not directly against it. And then you mirror warp. Nope. Okay, if you transition by accident, just roll down to left, and it'll pop you back. Oh my god, please. Hello? Okay. So then roll down to left, it'll transition, and then you just hold upright. And you go in the doorway. That way you don't have to do the whole half of the dungeon again. And you can just come... God damn it. You can just come out through the bitch door. Oh man. Alright, anyways, you shouldn't ever need that. Don't forget the ice rod. I'm an idiot. I'll put my my route notes in the comment or in the description as well. This fight's pretty normal. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Don't die to try next either. Today's just not a Zelda day. Or something. I don't even know. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna get those bombs, so I don't... Jesus. So I don't... exceed my normal bomb count here. Okay, so just in case that happens again for whatever reason, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back. Jesus. Oh my god, I almost dropped my controller. Okay. Ugh. The Triforce told me so. What was in that water? I don't know. Non-idiot juice, I guess. Cruci. Alright, so here's where another interesting glitch comes into play. So Scooch, you save and quit to Mountain and save and quit EG, right? So there's two ways to get this EG that we're about to get. You have to be careful that you don't take damage. Do you take damage from... Oh, you use a bomb, right? So, you can do it this way. I'm gonna save here so I can go back later. So, you can save and quit EG. Use a bomb to start it. I wish I knew where I was. Oh, I'm too high. It's fine. Oh, I'm way too high. Okay, so when you transition into this room, you want to line yourself up. You want to line yourself up with this tile right here. You want to be above it so that none of Link is visible underneath the bridge. And so in this room, the green pendant is going to drop, and you can just walk left and pick it up. The reason that works is because there's multiple Trinex rooms built into the game. Basically, Trinex is too complicated of a boss to have all of the aspects of it fit into one room. So they have multiple Trinex rooms for different parts of the body. Okay, so I'm gonna save here. I'm just gonna go back up here real quick and show what the other method is. But basically, there's multiple Trinex rooms. So since we entered Eastern and then went out of bounds, the game still thinks we're in Eastern. When we enter one of the alternate Trinex rooms, the game recognizes it as a boss room, and then recognizes that the boss is dead, so it tries to force drop a pendant. And since it thinks you're in Eastern, it drops the pendant from Eastern. Alright, so instead of saving and quitting, you would mirror after defeating Trinex, and you'd stair clip here. 7 pixels in the stairwell. And that's another way to get EG here. And then you pretty much just walk left, and then you just pump a lot. And then once you transition upwards, once is when you just walk straight left. Easy peasy. Okay. So now, since we have the Pendant of Courage, we can go get the boots. I could do it in emulator and just record 2 instances of the if people are really curious, I could use emulator for the EG movements and just have one with the layers on and one with the layers off, so you can actually see where I'm moving. If that's something that people want, I'm more than happy to make that as well. Alright, so after we get the boots, we're fluting to 3. We have to get the Book of Medora. And now we're fluting to 1. Okay, so we get spin speed here, and we clip in. I like to buffer that pixel, and then we go to the book. You go upright for most of the way up, and you do right down up pretty much to get into that doorway quickly. That reloads the top of the mountain, so we can actually get ether. And then from ether, we're just gonna mirror this, or not mirror, we're gonna flute to 6. I'm not explaining the minor glitches, Sean, because they're already explained in my other tutorial. Like, this isn't a tutorial for beginners. What? You don't understand the clip? Oh my god. Alright, I'll do it. I'll explain it again later. I don't have full hearts. Okay, so we still need the boss key in this dungeon. So we're just gonna head straight to the boss key since everything else is already done. Yeah, sure. I do that clip again later anyway, so I'll explain it more in depth later. Alright, so we get the boss key, go through this warp, and then we go up through this big key door. That'll lead us pretty much straight to the basement, rather than having to go all the way around. Since we already have the Cane of Samaria, we don't have to go on that side of the dungeon. If you don't have full hearts at this point, it's very, very important to go fast. That you have full health, so you can kill the wizard over there, and then pick up the middle pot on the right, and there should be a heart in it. Sometimes it despawns, and I don't exactly know what makes it despawn. Like there, it's not actually there. You can also try killing the wizard if you don't have a heart as well. I think killing the wizard will make it spawn correctly, but sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's a very weird pot. The rest of the dungeon is pretty normal. You don't have to hit the switch in the spike room, since we didn't hit it in the dungeon at all. We don't have to hit it again. You can also kill this skeleton and the skeleton in the other room if you'd like to try to farm for a heart. No, Sean, the heart's never there if the wizard's alive. Okay, so this fight is a little... You have to take it a little tighter than normal. Oh god. Okay, let's start this over. So with only 5 hearts, I can only take 1 heart of damage in the goo each time. So I'm basically immediately when I'm starting to take damage. Yeah, possibly. That actually makes sense. Fucking Rom Scout, such an idiot. Okay. So from here, we just mirror and flute. We flute to 8 and just go straight to Ice Palace. Alright, so we get an Ice Palace and we do a clip in this first room. Standard left side clip. Oops. So here, my visual cue is Link's ear is 1 pixel below this blue line that separates the tiles of the entrance mat, I guess. So Link's right ear is 1 pixel below, so that's the visual cue I use for this one. To know that you went 3 pixels up left. Oops, okay. And you can take this dungeon a little safe if you want. You only have 6 hearts, so taking any damage, you know, can be pretty risky. Depending upon your health, you can just wait for the spike, or you can use hookshot and get an upwards boost through it. Alright, Cold Stare. Cold Stare is a pretty normal fight. It's just pretty scary because we don't have much health. Easy peasy. Yo, what's up, Spike? How you doing, buddy? Okay. So at this point, this is where the run starts getting a little easier. It turns into more of like a boss rush. Most of the dungeons we've have left are already completely done. We just have to fight the boss. So here we're gonna flute to 3 and then just go straight up here to the Dark World Warp. Here, Sean, I'll make a deal with you. If you... if you send me a save state pack, I will record EG movement. How does that sound? Because I don't have my save state pack anymore. Okay, so this fight is a little different. You have to delay the hits a little bit because they won't like count. That was a pretty decent fight. Oh my god. Hey, what's up, Sinistral? Okay. So now that that's done, we're just gonna go straight to Skullwoods. Oops. Already have the boss key, already have the fire rod, so we'll just be heading straight to the boss. Wow. Wow. Oh my god, this movement is atrocious. When Super Metroid? Tomorrow. How goes the AGDQ funds? I've gotten close to $300 so far. It'll be on stream for the 24-hour stream that starts tomorrow at noon. None of the incentives have been met yet, so hopefully those will get met tomorrow. And then I'll have the total fund on there after the 24-hour marathon until it gets met. It depends. The version that's on the Virtual Console store is English 1.2, and there's pretty much no glitches in English 1.2. No, it's tomorrow. I moved it to Thursday because JRTA 2 starts on Friday, and I don't want to interrupt that or miss it. So, if you don't know what JRTA 2 is, it's a marathon. It's the second annual JRTA marathon. It's basically a weekend marathon to raise funds for some Japanese runners to come to AGDQ, since it's very expensive to fly from Japan. A group of us organized a marathon, mostly Golden, but there's been a bunch of people involved with communications and stuff like that. To get Beko and Ohon to AGDQ. I'm not sure if Oxfus is still coming or not. Okay, so after Skullwoods, we save and quit. And we go to Link's house. So yeah, that's this weekend, so I don't really want to interfere with that. Oxus rip, dang. Okay. Alright, see ya, Frogman. Thank you for stopping by. So, Swamp. First part of Swamp is already done. We don't need the boss key in this dungeon. So we do have to do the first 2 rooms normally. But then this room's already done. And so now we're gonna get this key for later. Equip the hook shot now and just hook shot up from here. That way we can skip the key in the second to last room. Since that key is stupid, pretty much. It's about equal amount of time, depending upon what key you get, but the later key that you can get is pretty inconsistent with where the water strider will be, or where it'll boost you, things like that. So we basically just take that RNG factor completely out. Nice. Uh-oh. Okay. Argus is a normal fight. Okay. So, what time is SM gonna be at? Like ass o'clock tomorrow night and Friday morning. Okay, so here, save and quit. And go to Death Mountain. We're gonna do Kiki skip again. It's actually better to put a hook shot there, I guess. Alright, Kiki skip. Okay, so now I can show off this thing. Okay, so if we're in, and instead of going upright, we just go up by accident. If you dash and turn, it should put you back against the wall. Yeah. So that way you don't have to just pop yourself out and redo the entire clip. That only works with boots though. Okay. Alright, so after doing Kiki skip, we do have to reload the dungeon to make sure that the sprites all spawn correctly. When you leave, you hold down to just instantly pop yourself back into the transition. If you hold up, you will get stuck in the door. Didn't really need that bomb. Alright, so since we don't need the boss key, we don't actually need any keys in this dungeon. We have the red potion for a YBA, so we don't need any keys at all. Okay. And this YBA is exactly the same as the other one that I did earlier. Here's my visual cue again. There's the 2 pixels of the shadow underneath the door transition. And I do the same thing as I did before. Just roll my fingers from B to Y. Middle finger on Y, ring finger on B. And that takes you to the turtle room. Alright, so after you hammer the second set of turtles, you can just dash upwards. The door's already open. Now we're fighting Helmasaur. Since we have the tempered sword, it's 2 hammers and a slash. Or a spin attack, I mean. Or good enough to kill him. Or 4 slashes, whatever you're comfortable with. I love the explosions with Game Saver in. Like, they're either like completely normal or they're super glitched and they only explode in like 2 spots, like there. They only were exploding on the bottom right of Helmasaur. Alright, so now, after Helmasaur's dead, we're gonna save and quit back to Link's house and go fight Agahnim 1. So this is going to be another stair clip. If you don't want a stair clip, you can always, you know, save and quit EG. Alright, so then we dash upwards. And now we're at the top of Agahnem's tower. Alright. So now we got the 3 light world bosses left, and then to go get the Triforce. There's what, like 9 minutes left in the run-ish? 8, something like that. Not much. Light world bosses go by pretty quick. Alright, so here we can't save and quit back to the light world anymore. Since we have the dark world spawn point now. And now we're going to Hera. So here, Sean, I'll explain this clip for you again. Alright, so get spin speed. I'm gonna clip all the way in here, and this time I'm gonna buffer to boomerang. I hold upright. Oh, I must have gone too far. Up left, and then I just hold left. It's easy peasy. How far up the ledge do you go? It doesn't really matter too much as long as you don't, like, I go up like 3/4 of the way. As long as you don't jump off super early, because that gets you nowhere. But like, that's fine. Like, there's a pretty big window. Yeah, hyper jumping, you're going way too high. So anywhere from 1/2 to 3/4 of the way up the thing. Okay, so in here, we're gonna clip straight off the bat. This is gonna be the same as a leftward clip, but if we use our sword, we're gonna hit that switch every time, and that's really slow. That's why we buffer the boomerang. My visual cue for this 3-pixel up left movement, if I can do this, is right here. The tip of Link's ears are lined up with the top of the orange square where the switch is supposed to be. Oops. Okay. So use my sword to line up where I am here. And once I start holding dash, I'm going to hold down as well. That way I don't get stuck in soft lock. So you want to hold down there just to make sure you don't soft lock in the pot. And that takes us to the top of the tower. Skipping the boss key and skipping a whole bunch of dumbness. One will let me down. It's just a slash and a spin attack. Alright, so now we're flute 6. Oh god. It's a little low. There's some cool sword beam strats you can do with these Popo rooms. Yeah, other than that, light wall stuff is super straightforward. So we're gonna come up here and fire out the torches. Take another heart of damage here because I'm an idiot. One cycle rainbow. Okay, so here, you can just go up to Eastern normally if you'd like, or you can come up here. What's my visual cue for this? Alright, so my visual cue for this is pretty bad. I like my elbow to be 1 pixel above the top of this ridge. And then 5 times in, or 5 times left, 1 time right. Oh, that didn't even work. Wow. Okay, so it's lined up with the top. And then we can just jump down and, oops, go into Eastern. Other than that, you can just go straight up normally. I could use Link's Shadow, but I don't know. I like his elbow. So you dashed all this stuff. If you want to, you can stair clip, save a bit of time. If not, you can just do Eastern normally. I will go for the stair clip method. you want to make sure you dash far enough right so when you dash upwards you don't jump back out. Let me get those arrows. Since I still have, I could kill the Igor with one slash, but sword beams don't kill it, so I'd rather not risk it. And then whatever armor strat you prefer. Once you get the heart, you mirror out. And we're gonna flute to 3. And now we're just KVGing to the credits. It's the same clip as before, 6 pixels in. And that's it. It's a pretty difficult run to learn and get good at, but once you get consistent at clips and stuff like that, it's not super bad. It's hard to, you know, have everything go right in a run, just because of the pure technicality. That's not the right word. Just because of how technical it is. But yeah, it's pretty simple for the most part. I'll upload this to YouTube. I'll put some useful links in the descriptions on both. So hopefully the people that were interested or on the fence about learning RBO now will have a good guide on learning it, so they can learn the best category of A Link to the Past and drop all the pussy stuff. This IQ test now? Dude, I don't want to emulate anything. It's so disgusting. So I'll link Clip's guide. I will link some alternate things that Scooge does for safety. He gets gold sword and silver arrows before Ganon, which I'll link his VOD in. I'll also make some EG walking guides for reference so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Let's bingo instead. Dude, bingo would destroy me. Team blackout. Blech. Hey Chris, you stayed up until like 8 a.m. your time. Alright. I should probably eat something. I'll be back later with either... We were gonna race grapple tonight, but mid-boss can't show up, so we're gonna postpone it to late this weekend or early next week. But I have to eat dinner. I'll be back with some sort of speedrun later. Thank you all for watching. I'll upload this to YouTube and stuff like that, etc., etc. See you around, everybody.